Welcome to WagerTalk TV, everyone. Minty Betts here with Steve Merrill at Steve Merrill on Twitter, 2R's, 1L, and Rob Vino at Rob Vino Sports on Twitter. Give them both a follow, please. This Sunday night is a game that I should be attending, but I'm not going to attend because of COVID. We've got the Las Vegas Raiders hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs laying 2.5 on the road here, and the total is set at 53.5. Now the Bucs are coming off a win against the Packers. Ugh, that just pains me because I had the Packers. And the Raiders coming off a nice bye week. Steve, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, as you mentioned, the scheduling setup there, I think you could make a case definitely is better for the Raiders. They have the bye week to get prepared. They're staying at home here. Meanwhile, Tampa not only has to travel 3/4 of the way cross country from the East Coast, but they're coming off a huge win against the Green Bay Packers as a home dog. That wasn't the primetime game last week like it is this week, but it was pretty close. It was the late afternoon featured game against Aaron Rodgers and the undefeated Packers, and it was a statement win for the Bucs. A little misleading with the 2-0 turnover advantage. 38-10, they were able to coast. And by the way, anybody had the over in that game, tough beat. They had 48 points there early third quarter, and then they just kind of shut down the horses for both sides. So I guess Tampa should be fresh still, but it is difficult not only traveling cross country after a big conference win, but now this is a non-conference game against a Raiders team that once again is off the bye week. Raiders, of course, had that huge win against Kansas City before the bye, so I really do think that bye is coming at a good time for the Las Vegas Raiders. A question for me is the Bucs, can that strong defensive line keep playing well? They're allowing just 3 yards per rush this season, only 64 rushing yards. They'll be taking on a Raider team that does not run the ball that well. The Raiders do throw the ball well, nearly 8 yards per pass. Tampa, meanwhile, has been good defensively really against the run and the pass this year. So I think Tampa's going to have to look for more of a low-scoring game, and that's somewhat correlated. If you like the Raiders, you're probably looking for more of a high-scoring game off that bye week with the offense exploding. Should be a great matchup, and I will point out the line is currently 2.5 in half the books, 3 in the others. So once again, if you like the Bucs at -2.5, I'd play it now. I wouldn't wait, as it's going to probably hit 3. If you like the Raiders, no sense playing it until you get at least +3 or more, as both are currently available. Very key number, Minty. NFL favorites win by exactly a field goal nearly 10% of the time. So once again, if you like Tampa, you lay the 2.5. If you like the Raiders, you take the +3 or more. Both are widely available here as of midweek.
Good stuff, Steve. And Rob, what do you think about this one?
Well, Steve hit on the situational angles, which favor the Raiders. So let me get straight to the fundamentals, which undoubtedly favor the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. If you're going to play Tampa Bay, you have to balance out your offense. And for Aaron Rodgers and company last week, they could not get Aaron Jones established running the football. Tampa Bay smothered him, and then Todd Bowles let loose all his assortment of blitzes. Tampa Bay's got 24 sacks already in 6 games, and they're going to come after Derek Carr if Josh Jacobs can't run the football here. The Raiders, according to Pro Football Focus right now, have the Raiders run blocking unit 21st best in the NFL. Not real good going up against Tampa Bay's defensive front 7. And, last week the talk was Vita Vea's not playing, and you should be able to Levante David, Shaq Barrett, all these guys. Too quick for Green Bay. Once David Bakhtiari went out of that game, offensive line-wise, for Green Bay, that game was over. Aaron Rodgers, in my estimation, it looked like he quit in the third quarter. Didn't want to get beat up anymore, flinging the ball around like he didn't care, and then finally got pulled for Matt Boyle. So the Raiders will have their hands full here, guys. Now, from a Tampa Bay perspective, offensively, it's going to be the second straight week that Tom Brady's had all his skill position people intact. Last week, when Chris Godwin came back, it gave him all his receivers, his tight end, his running back. I think they're only going to get better offensively with the work. And that's troublesome for the Raiders, too, who aren't a good defensive team whatsoever. I find it hard to bet the Raiders here, especially at 2.5 points. It just doesn't seem like a way to go. So for me, it will probably be Tampa, despite the situational angles. I'll play Tampa Bay to keep progressing and getting better each week.
Right. It is certainly such a short line if you want to take the Raiders. Now, guys, thank you so much. Right now, there is a $49 3-day all-access special at Sports Memo and WagerTalk.com. Go check it out before it expires. Thanks for joining us.